I guess I appreciate that there's, this task force. I'm a little bit confused how long the task force has been convened. Having served on the commission now for a few years, I'm aware that this subject matter has come up repeatedly as it relates to the stank, near the corners of Riverview and Patterson. And it bleeds into the north side and it bleeds into the east side. And on a really good, dense, foggy day, it bleeds into my home, several blocks away over on Forbes Street. And we've been talking about this for a while. And at one point I was told, this is a sensitive subject because of our relationship with graphic packaging. I've been told that, the wastewater treatment center has the technologies in place to deal with smell. And so I guess I'm just confused why we would even consider a resolution like this right now until we have the data and we understand the source of the smell. Because this is not an isolated incident. We have a large chunk of our community, particularly in the summer months, that it's offensive to be outside. And we have folks that don't have the luxury of air conditioning like I have. So you open your windows and you're out on your porch and it is a debilitating smell. And yeah, I don't know where Commissioner Urban was going with his comments, but it's hard for me to accept that we just can't figure out when there are two major industries over in that area that would be, I guess, potential sources of the smell, the treatment center as well as graphic packaging.
So, yeah, you heard it there. And kudos to her. At least she's speaking up about it or did. But she's basically saying, I was told to be, quiet about this because we have financial ties, the city, with graphic packaging. I assume
she also was the only one that didn't vote for the $21 million tax rate for graphic packaging too. She just didn't speak up. Right. Like she actually just abstained or didn't even come to the meetings where she just stopped coming to meetings that had graphic packaging, or she just didn't vote.
But to me, what's significant about this, and she's no longer a commissioner. She never, as far as I know, she didn't elaborate who told her to shush. We could kind of, it's not a huge.
I know who.
Oh, go ahead. Mayor?
The mayor. He's, come on, everyone listens to him like he's God or something. Just like they did his best friend, Bobby Hopewell, the ex-mayor. Come on. And the city, you could just see, you can see his reaction to even the vice mayor in that city. I don't know if you're going to play that clip or not, but that you said the vice mayor saying, this is a public health emergency, saw his face, he was annoyed.
Well, that's why it's so important, because here you have, kind of revisionist history where they're suddenly acting, the mayor, the vice mayor, the city commissioners. This is a top priority. This is a public health emergency. No, well, it is because you got caught doing nothing. But when it was quiet, you wanted to keep it that way, which tells me they knew there was they knew people were getting sick and they looked the other way. So
they knew for a long time. That's why they did the first gas study. I found out, I didn't move there until that neighborhood until 2012 because of the Kalamazoo Promise. And that's why a lot of people moved to Kalamazoo, because they have the Kalamazoo Promise, which if your kid graduates from a Kalamazoo public high school, they get free college, at pretty much any University of Michigan. So I should have wondered, too, these are private donors, whatever, come on, that's another way. Was everybody moving away because of the pollution? And then that's the way how you got everyone back? Or you didn't tell everybody in 2009 that you did a gas study? Why did you keep this a secret? If you had a bunch of odor complaints and that's why you did the gas study, then why didn't you tell everybody that you did this, that you found, gas leaks and that you were going to fix it? Instead, you didn't fix it or replace it, really is what you should have done. Because, come on, you're having how many gallons, thousands of gallons of toxic waste coming through a pipe. You can't fix that shit. You're replacing it. Who wouldn't do that? So why didn't they do that then? And they didn't tell us. So it's I would have never moved there because I moved there for the Kalamazoo Promise so my son could get free college. And that's what a lot of people did. And I feel we were all duped or whatever, because it's it just seemed if they would have put that on the news, hey, this is the odor. There's people at the hospital, Borges Hospital employees, they lived with this 20 years. Right. So they were poisoned. This is graphic packaging. Sending out these statements. And today we've been, in Kalamazoo for 100 years. We're a community partner and killing people, assholes. Really?
Right.
Come on. Like, so think
Uh,
about all the people at the hospital too. They go there to have surgery. Are you going to get well when you're poisoned?